Coming up on Look Today, well, the Philadelphia Orchestra prepares for its final weekend of performances at SPAC. I got details. Plus Dr. Joe Dragone, he's superintendent of Ballston Spa School District. He is resigning. More on that coming up. And Cops on Top fundraiser takes place in Fort Edward. Benefit Special Olympics. I've got details on that. All ahead on Look Today. Welcome everyone. Happy Friday. I'm J. Hood Jackson. This is Look Today. Well, in tonight's program, I sit down with Lois Celeste, Executive Director, Saratoga Senior Center, and she's here to discuss Taste of Travers, a fundraiser to benefit the Senior Center. And it's happening August 25. I also sit down with Roger Callia. Now, he's conductor, Lake George Music Festival, and he's here to talk about the festival, which runs until the 24th. Plus, we've got your weekend weather for the Tri-North counties. But first, we've got these headline stories. Well, in our lead story, the Philadelphia Orchestra prepares for its final weekend of performances at SPAC. Well, tonight is day 2 of the French Festival, featuring Chopin's Piano Concerto in E minor, performed by Louis Lortie. And the season closes out tomorrow with a night at the opera. Well, as you can see, we were at SPAC today, and we captured some footage of the rehearsal. It's always fun to be over there. We also had the opportunity to speak with Elizabeth Sobel. She's president of SPAC, about tonight's performance.
We still have 2 more concerts to go. Tonight, my personal favorite of the whole run, Louis Lortie, who's a Chopin expert, is going to be playing the Piano Concerto in E minor by Chopin. I actually used to be a pianist before I got into this crazy business, and that was one of the concertos I played, and so for me it's like a personal connection. So poetic, so beautiful. I'll
second that. All right, in other news, well, as of September 6th, this is mixed news here, Dr. Joe Dragone will resign as superintendent of Ballston Spa School District. Now, he's taken a position as the CEO of the Capital Region BOCES. He's going to assume that position starting October 30th. Well, Joe has led the school district through significant program growth. He has been instrumental in key programs such as Clean Tech Early College High School. Now, Ballston Spa, by the way, was voted as one of the top schools in the country in 2016 by Newsweek. Now, I interviewed him about that at that time, and here's a clip of Joe Dragone talking about this incredible achievement.
The credit goes to the staff and the leadership team at the high school doing the work every day. You know, I get to sit here and talk to you and brag about it, frankly, but the folks that do the work get all the credit. You know, so so excited, so thrilled to have the caliber of the folks that we do working with kids every day, and families in the district need to know that.
I'm sure of one of many who really going to miss him terribly. And by the way, we reached out to him. We're going to have him in here for an interview next week just to talk about some of the things that were accomplished during his tenure. Switching from news to weather. Well, today saw rain. Let's see how the weekend is shaping up. For a more detailed look at our weather, let's head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first weekend forecast.
Thank you, Jesse. I'm meteorologist Clarence Ponser with your first look weather forecast. We'll see high pressure control along the Gulf Coast. This cold front boundary is going to eventually stall out and then eventually move towards the northeast. But this part of the cold front is going to make its way towards the coastline. That is this cold front. That's going to be our weather story for the next several hours. It's going to bring showers and storms to the viewing area. Then high pressure is going to eventually build right behind it. Towards a closer look at regional temperatures, generally in the 60s, a few isolated spots in the lower 70s and upper 50s. We'll see about 70 in Clifton Park as we head towards the central part. Upper 60s, Fort Edward 68, 66 Wright Hall. As we head towards Glens Falls, we'll see 68, the overnight low, lower 60s at elevation. We'll see scattered storms in the forecast. We'll see a few showers, mostly sunny skies, highs about 80 degrees in a southwest breeze. As you walk out the door, partly sunny skies, about mid to upper 60s through the 8 a.m. hour. And then we'll see highs generally warming up back to the mid to upper 80s by Tuesday with a high of 87 degrees and sunshine, especially on Monday. That's the solar eclipse day to break out those special shades with a high of 86. So you will need the sunscreen and drink plenty of fluids. Next chance of showers and storms, though, will be on Wednesday once we get through this system. That's a look at the first look weather outlook. I'm meteorologist Clarence Ponser. Now I send it back to you, Jesse.
Well, thanks, Clarence. Looks like tomorrow we're going to have a good weekend. All right, back to the news. All right, we're going to skip the jokes about police and donuts, but the police officers from Washington and Warren County Sheriff's Departments were seen on the top of Dunkin' Donuts in Fort Edward today. Well, the Cops on the Top fundraiser helps raise money as well as awareness for the Special Olympics. Now, officers on the ground collected donations while police on the roof greeted customers. Well, we spoke to Undersheriff John Winchell, of Washington County.
Just law enforcement has always, for the past, as long as I've been a police officer, just about 30 years, law enforcement has been involved with the torch run. I remember back when it was Cops and Lobsters, and now it's Law and Orders at Applebee's, and this is just Cops on Top with Dunkin' Donuts. It's just another fundraiser that the police officers love to participate in.
Yeah. Okay. We also spoke to Chad Hildreth. He's a Special Olympian about his previous achievements.
A lot of sports all through the year, and I've done this year. It was a new year with a swimming competition, and went and got a silver and a gold. And I've done a lot of track and field meets and won a lot of gold and silver there. And also done a lot of golf and won some gold and silver in that sport too.
That's great. All right, up next, I sit down with Lois Celeste, Executive Director, Saratoga Senior Center. She's here to discuss Taste of Travers. This is a big fundraiser to benefit the Senior Center, and it's happening next Friday. I also sit down with Roger Callia. He's conductor, Lake George Music Festival, and he's here to talk about the festival, which is running until next Thursday. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea, how about join us for an interview? Then give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000. Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of Look Today. There's a ton of stuff to go over in the Look at, but it's Friday, so first I want to thank everyone here. Ladies first, that would be Antoinette and Dana. Then, of course, we got Andrew and Drew, Jack and Joel, the Bat, and Norm, who make this show possible each and every week. Okay, last night my wife and I were over at SPAC. Just a wonderful evening. The lawn was packed. I always love looking at the lawn. There are people there having dinner. There are people there cuddling up. There are people there having champagne and wine and whatever. And of course, the program was amazing. It's the last weekend. The weather's going to be good tomorrow night. Help send SPAC's Philadelphia Orchestra season off on a great note, so to speak. Go sit on the lawn. Now, also, Lake George Music Festival is this weekend, running all throughout the weekend. Check their website for stuff that's going on there. A nice event on Sunday. The Adirondack Folk School is having their craft day in Lake Luzerne, which is where the folk school is located. Get over there on Sunday afternoon. Shelters of Saratoga has their One Fine Day event that's coming up. And just one final note, believe it or not, August 18 was the final day of the Woodstock Music Festival, which happened in 1969. Time flies when you're having fun. Okay, this weekend there's all kinds of good stuff on Look TV. Let's get out of here. See you Monday night for the stories that matter to you. Good night, everyone.